Sophia and welcome to Kitchen Caravan. Today we are making a ruminant bolognese, which is a bolognese made with goat, lamb, and beef. And if you guys aren't sure what bolognese is, it's a meat-rich sauce from Bologna, Italy. I'm making it with goat, lamb, and beef, which are all ruminant animals. They chew on their cud for a really long time, which is where we get the word ruminate from. The first thing that we're going to do is make our sofrito, and this is the vegetable mix that's going to sort of start off the dish, and every flavor after that is going to build off of these. And the base of these, whatever recipe you ever follow, is going to be carrot, celery, and onion here. And then I always save my scraps and I compost them. At the Union Square Farmers Market, I can take my compost each Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. From 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. there's a woman there that helps you compost, and you take your compost in a plastic bag or whatever container, you dump it there, and you recycle your bag. You just cut it in half, and then you put the flat side down, and that just makes it easier to deal with. A lot of people, will deal with a rolly carrot. That's dangerous. So just make sure you cut it in half before you do anything else. And then I'm going to cut it into quarters and then rough chop. We're going to chop these up very fine, but we're not going to make it a liquid puree. That's pretty much as far as I'm going to take this. So I'm going to add a little pinch of salt to start breaking down the vegetables. And we're just getting these translucent. Some of the pieces, since the pieces are so small, they'll cook very quickly. Half a pound of ground goat, half a pound of ground lamb, and half a pound of ground beef. And you can get all of these at the farmer's market. So now I'm going to pour in the wine. And we're going to cook this until it dissipates. I always can just tell when the wine has cooked off just by smelling it, so I still smell the alcohol. You want to use a dry white wine. Bolognese only has a little bit of tomato paste. It's not like a tomato-rich sauce. It's more meat-centric. The tomato is just an afterthought. I'm using 2 tablespoons because I like tomato, but Bolognese usually just has 1. I'm going to add the tomato paste, and I'm going to mix it in, and then I'm going to pour in the milk. I never knew that milk was in Bolognese, but it is. And since we're doing a ruminant Bolognese, I'm going to use goat milk. Even though cows are ruminants also, I just thought it'd be fun to play up the flavor of the goat and use goat milk also. You don't have to do that, but you can if you want. And once we pour this milk in, we're going to let it simmer for about an hour and a half. Sometimes in Bologna they let it simmer for like 4 to 5 hours, but we're not going to do that today. And if you want to do less milk, you can always add water. You can divide it up a little bit. I'm going to partially cover it. I want the heat to, I want it to all cook and the liquid to evaporate as it cooks a little bit. And I'm using fettuccine. You can use tagliatelle, fettuccine, linguine, but don't go thinner than linguine. A lot of people think spaghetti bolognese. It's not spaghetti bolognese. It's too small for the meat sauce. Take my bolognese off the heat. And this is delicious looking. I haven't tried it yet. It looks great. And I'm going to spoon it into here. This is one of my family's favorite dishes. meantime, I have a nice pecorino that I'm going to grate over top of this when I serve it. And pecorino is sheep's milk cheese. Ruminant Bolognese sauce with local meats from the farmer's market. Now it's your turn to try this at home and keep on cooking with Kitchen Caravan. Delicioso.